Hello and welcome to Judging by the Cover, where we'll be judging Final Fantasy XV by the cover. We are left to figure out for ourselves what XV stands for, possibly xenophobic vigilantes, as it depicts 4 armed men getting very angry about the arrival of some space aliens. Oh, hang on, they're probably supposed to be Roman numerals, aren't they? In which case, going by the naming conventions established by previous Final Fantasy games, this must be the 3rd sequel to Final Fantasy X-2. And a fuckload of things must have happened in Final Fantasy X-3 and Final Fantasy X-4, because we've gone from 3 colourfully dressed ladies with bad hair to 4 blokes dressed for Hugo Boss's funeral, with bad hair. This piece appears to depict a reaction, just as the Last Supper depicts the reaction of the disciples to Jesus' revelation that one would betray him. In this case, a reaction to 3 weirdos appearing in the sky, consisting of Isaac Clarke from Dead Space wearing a sombrero, a dog with its head caught in a rotary telephone, and Spider-Man with the blade from a paper guillotine lodged in his skull. Judging by the way they're standing shoulder to shoulder and the cloudy yellow smear below them, they appear to be using the planet below as a gigantic cosmic urinal, which has left the planet's residents understandably upset. The burly fellow in the bottom left with the ornate fluorescent light fitting on his shoulder points to this display and yells to the central subject of the image, "Stop whatever you're doing, we're getting whittled on by space monsters," which does rather raise the question of what exactly he is doing that he must now stop. For a moment, I thought he was getting ready to make repairs to his broken ironing board, but on a second look, I don't think an ironing board would be made of metal or possess a handbrake. From the way he's got his hand stretched out towards nothing in particular, I kinda suspect he was about to chop his own arm off. Maybe out of severe regret and self-disgust at having put on fingerless gloves. He managed to get one fingerless glove off his right hand, but I guess the process was taking too long, and he's decided to expedite matters. Actually, with that interpretation in mind, I noticed that lower left dude is also wearing one fingerless glove that he's holding out and about to bring down an object that could conceivably be a sword, in the sense that the stinking corpse of an incontinent rhinoceros could conceivably be a paperweight. So I think we're starting to paint a clear picture of what these 4 lads were doing, standing around in the middle of nowhere before they noticed the urinal brigade. 2 of them were trying to hack off their limbs. One of them was behind the car, either taking a crafty slash or hoping no one would notice that he still got both fingerless gloves on, and the 4th bloke was, I don't know. He seems to be standing like both his hands have been tethered to the ground. So maybe he was appealing for sanity in the limb-chopping matter, and they had to restrain him, because what would he know, the elitist normal glove-wearing shit? Let's see what the blurb has to add to this. "Reclaim your throne," it says, above a picture of the main character preparing to do that, his throne presumably being that great big fire, which he intends to sit on, because he knows he's a fingerless glove-wearing asshole who deserves to die in pain. Out on the road with his closest friends, Prince Noctis hears unsettling news, listed below. Unsure of what to believe, he knows only one thing: he must make his way home and take back what is rightfully his. Surely that's 2 things, Mr. Blurb. And in any case, he probably knows more things than that, like that he needs to go to the toilet now and then, and continue breathing in and out. Oh, sorry, you were being melodramatic. Engage! Incredible creatures with amazing attacks and magic. Well, that all sounds great, but I'm not sure what any of it has to do with the above picture, which shows our protagonist levering a gigantic blue turd off the edge of a cliff, possibly to prank some unsuspecting soul standing underneath. Explore a massive open world, on foot, by car, and more. I'm seeing the on foot, and I'm seeing the car, but I'm not seeing any of that more we've been promised. Can we also explore the massive open world while getting piggyback rides from our large friend with the deck chair on one shoulder, or from riding around on a motorized tree? Experience! Oh, I see. You were going for an E-word thing. How clever. Experience a truly epic tale of excitement, betrayal, and tragedy. Now, the image pictured above shows the protagonist getting a reassuring talk from a bloke with a collar the size of a whale's foreskin. So I'm wondering which of the 3 elements listed is the one being demonstrated. Could be all 3, I suppose. Excitement. Wow, I'm so thrilled that you've put a hand on my shoulder. betrayal. Wait, why does your hand smell funny? Where has your hand been lately? And tragedy. I'd rather not say, but on a related matter, I've just discovered I have bowel cancer.